I didn't know Kenny was going to bring me.
Love is a very splendid thing. And ToughKenaMan will never stop loving you.
I'm off to see Rich now, and he's going to meet me at the Delaware Valley Veterans Senior Center in Philadelphia, which is where my father resides. And it's going to be an interesting visit. I'm curious to see is if my father remembers who Rich is. Rich, being the local business owner of a Chick-Fil-A restaurant, was a place that my father and I would frequent on about a 2 to 3 year basis. We were very consistent with going to Chick-Fil-A, and Rich was there on many occasions, and he would sit through some of the repetitive stories that my father would continuously tell him over and over and over again. And Rich was very understanding, and there was times when he would be in the middle of a conversation with other people. My father would just barge in, and Rich would handle it like a pro. And he understood, and he would sit there and wait until my dad was done talking and finish the story. And, you know, he had done that on many and many occasions over that 2 to 3 year span in which we were visiting Chick-Fil-A. So I really do appreciate that understanding and the warm hospitality that him and his staff had provided my family, and especially my father. And the reason why Chick-fil-A, we would go there so often, it was because of my father's dementia. It's the only type of food that he wanted to eat all the time, which I thought was strange, but it's what it was. So, and it wasn't just the food, it was the experience of going in there and seeing the people, and it was just it was a big deal for my father. So we did that for a number of years. So now, my dad hasn't seen Rich, in about a year, and here we are, we're reuniting again. So that's going to be, it should be a nice time. Now, to get you up to speed with my father, he's 68 years old, married, 3 boys. I'm the oldest. And I have 2 brothers. One's Brian. His name's Brian. And the other brother, my youngest brother, is Sean. My mother, her name is Barbara. And funny thing is, my father's name is Ken. So that was kind of the joke. Not a joke, but it was mentioned, hey, Barbie and Ken, growing up. But married for 40-some years. And it wasn't until my dad, in his late 50s, he started experiencing short-term memory loss, which we thought was okay. He's getting a little older. It's normal. But here it was subtle signs of something bigger. And then when he was 60, he had a heart attack. And that's when I think things started to escalate even much greater, much faster. He became less compassionate and a little confused and not so excited or enthused about doing much of anything. So it was almost like the zest for life, it was just taken out of him after the heart attack. But it started to get worse, and my father was forgetting people's names, street names, a lot of things that you would see around the house that you would think it was effortless to remember, but he was forgetting the simplest things. Well, we eventually started taking him to a neurologist to try and see what's going on. There were studies, scans, and all kinds of tests. And it wasn't until 2013 we received a diagnosis, and they said he has frontal temporal lobe dementia, which is one of the more rare types of dementia, which affects your ability to comprehend things, your ability to sort of, restrain yourself, and of course your memory loss. What's so funny about all of this, my father growing up was very, very stern, very hard, not so emotional or affectionate. Well, now, since this dementia, frontal temporal lobe dementia, he is the total opposite. He is very, very loving, trying to make people laugh. He's known as, like he says, I'm the funny, friendly guy. And he has no recollection of who he was before, the kind of personality that he used to have. He thinks that who he is now, that personality that he has now, is that's who he's been all his life. So, yeah, he's total opposite. He's super affectionate, going up to people that he don't even know and telling them that he loves them and they're beautiful and handsome and all this stuff. But he's gotten much worse. He's now 68. 7 years has gone by since his... I'm sorry, not 7 years. It's 4 years has gone by since his diagnosis, and he's definitely changed for the worse. It wasn't until July of 2016 that he was then put into this home, veterans home, and it was just getting to be too much for at the house with my mother, and even for myself, trying to assist where I could. But he is now at the point where he thinks people on TV can see him. They're talking to him. He's amazed that everyone has one of these. And he doesn't know what it is, but he's amazed that everyone has one of these, and that's a nose. So, and there's a lot of little things. At home, he was wanting to touch the stove. He didn't know that it was hot, but he would want to touch it, and that's dangerous. Going into the neighbor's garage, walking around trying to find the neighbor, and late at night, we're walking up to the window and clapping in his hands and trying to get their attention and just doing very odd, strange things. And then walking the dog like 5-6 times a day in extreme heat. He just does not know his boundaries. And not to mention the repetitiveness of the same story over and over and over again. It was very, very hard putting up with some of that stuff. And that's only some of the things that I'm mentioning. And if you've never been around someone with dementia, and of course there's different types and different stages, but if you've never been around a person with dementia, you really don't fully understand what it's all about. It's what it takes to take care of someone with that type of condition or that disease. It's very, very tough. And it's, I think, even harder on the caretakers, because the person suffering with dementia does not know that they're suffering with dementia. So they're living life like everything's normal, whereas everyone around them are the ones that are feeling the pain and going through the anguish and the patience. I mean, the amount of patience in which you need to take care of someone with this condition, it's amazing. But I never thought I'd be in this position, and I never thought I would be this strong to handle some of the things that my mother, my whole entire family have endured. But we're here now, so I'm looking forward to this journey with my father, ToughKenaMan, which is the nickname, and that nickname, you'll see that quite often, and you'll hear it quite often. And I'm not going to tell you the history behind it, but I'll let my father do that, because there's not a minute that goes by that he's not telling that story. So I'll let you hear from him firsthand, and yeah, you'll hear it in this video series. So I welcome you all, and I appreciate any comments or suggestions or anything that you wish to share with me about any of the content that I put out about this journey that I'm taking with my father, ToughKenaMan. And well, this is officially the first episode of Journey with ToughKenaMan.
How are you, brother?
Rich, It's so nice to see you again, man. I didn't
Nice to
expect
see you
this, but it's a
again.
real pleasure. Thank you so much for coming out.
You know, it's crazy that I was going through my phone and I'm trying to clear a bunch of old things.
Yeah.
And I look at this, I'm like, ah. And I had like an epiphany. I'm like, wow, there you are.
Yeah.
So I felt bad because I kept asking people, has anybody seen Ken's son?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody saw you. I said, well,
Yeah.
maybe this is fate.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's meant to be.
Absolutely.
I just want to say, Rich, I don't know how you're going to handle what you see. Not that it's something so traumatic or anything like that, but he has changed a little bit since you last saw him.
Sure.
And he might not remember you. So just, be ready for that.
I'll make him remember me.
You'll make him. I know you will.
Should have brought food. That always entices people. Make them smell it. I remember you.
That'll trigger something, right?
And I would have brought food, and I would like to sometime in the future. We're right here. It'd be nice to bring him lunch.
Yeah.
I know he'd remember that.
I think he would.
Good.
Well, let's go inside and
Good.
give him a visit. I have to say, when I saw that white pickup truck with the Chick-Fil-A logo on the side, I was pretty excited, and I was looking forward to seeing Rich myself. And when he got out of the truck with the bag that he was going to give to my father, that was just, it was a very good feeling, and it was really exciting and nice to join Rich again today, and just looking forward to see how the rest of the day would play out, and was hoping my father would remember him, because I know it would be it would make Rich feel good, and it would make me feel good as well to know that my father does remember the times that he would go to Chick-Fil-A and talk with Rich. But we would wait and find out.
And too.
That was you, good-looking guy?
Yeah.
Boy, you haven't changed.
And now
You
that's
look
me
the
now.
same.
Yeah.
That pretty girl?
That's me and my wife.
Who's that guy?
That's me.
I know it's you.
And then that's how I am now. I'm not a lot different, son, but that's me.
Do you remember who I am?
You're familiar, but what's your name?
Does that make you remember anything? Chick-Fil-A?
Chick-Fil-A?
You remember that?
Yeah, Chick-Fil-A. Yeah.
You used to eat that a lot.
Yeah.
Most every day.
Yeah, I was there at Chick-Fil-A a lot of times.
I'm Rich.
Yeah.
Good to see
You were
you.
Chick-Fil-A?
Yeah. I'm with Chick-Fil-A.
I used to get the Chick-Fil-A and then I would be going a lot of places.
Yes, you would.
And that was you saying that too? Way to
It was
go.
you
what
and
to
I talking in the dining room.
Yeah.
You sharing stories with me about the power company
do? Yeah.
and the poles.
That was a long, long time ago though.
The
but I was doing it.
ToughKenaMan.
Yeah. ToughKenaMan. You got that.
I'll never forget that
Yeah,
story.
because you knew where I was at then.
I
When I was
did.
working at all that. You told me that time then. It was
Yeah.
you then. And said about where I got to go and see all these ladies' houses.
Yeah.
And I went over there and I did that. And then they put that stuff there. I saw it. It said ToughKenaMan. I
That's
asked
you.
that lady, is that me? Yeah, that's you. Can you change it to what? ToughKenaMan. She said, yeah, I'll do that.
I like
It
that.
was ToughKenaMan. ToughKenaMan.
I brought you a little something.
What?
Take that.
Take this?
Here, you reach in there. There's a little guy to keep you company. Eat more
yeah?
chicken.
And do what? What?
That's just a little bear. It's a
little
cow, but that's kind of,
And what would I do with that then?
it just gives you good luck.
To
Make
do
you
what?
remember some good food. I'm going to bring you lunch one day.
I'll eat it.
Well, I'll bring you the real stuff. Then I got you one of these so you can associate how good looking you are with that Chick-Fil-A on there.
Oh yeah?
See that?
Yeah.
Think that'll fit you? Let's see. A custom glove.
Custom glove.
Just fits you like a glove. Yes, indeed.
You want this back?
No, it's for you.
That's for me?
Yeah.
What am I going to do with that?
It's a whoopee cushion. You sit on there, whoops.
Yeah.
It's just a good luck.
Yeah.
You know, you keep it by you.
Yeah.
Brings good things like lunch, visits from big ugly guys like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll take all that
We're
too.
gonna put that in your room.
Put that in my room.
Yep.
Dad, remember that story you would say?
What?
Rich, that guy, Rich, yeah, he's got a lot of money. He's got a lot of guys and girls working for him
Yeah.
at Chick-Fil-A.
Yeah.
That guy, Rich,
Yep.
do you remember that?
Yep.
That's Rich. This is him.
I was always going over there all the time.
You always would say to me, "You're rich."
Yeah, and I was sitting there, and I would be told where and what to do, where to go, and all. And then I was told after a lot of times. I was always driving. I was always driving over to my mom and my dad's house. I did that, and then I would drive back to speak over it. And then I was told, and that was you then. They told me, "Okay, we got called. All right, you're gonna have to go now. They want somebody to work at all those ladies' houses."
That's right.
And I knew where it was. It was the exit road, second exit to get into that place. And I did that all the time. And you got that, I told you that too. I got that other word. ToughKenaMan.
That's right. I remember.
Yeah.
You haven't changed. You look the same.
Yeah,
You look
ToughKenaMan.
good.
ToughKenaMan.
That's right. That's you.
Everybody. I was doing it that way at times. So, ToughKenaMan.
That's right.
But I got that word, and I told you that it was ToughKenaMan.
Yeah.
And I just got it. I asked that lady, and she said, "Yeah." I said, "Can you change it?" I told you that.
To ToughKenaMan.
ToughKenaMan.
That's right.
And she said, "Yeah, I'll do that. I'll change it. ToughKenaMan." She said,
Hey,
great.
want to go in the room, Dad? Show Rich your room.
"Yeah,
Let me see your room.
yeah, in here.
Come on in.
This is it."
Oh, look at this.
There was somebody else always laying there at times, but this was mine.
That's yours?
This is mine right here, and that's
Very
the bed
nice.
right there. And I always had this here. I had another one done over there, but there's another one down there too.
They're good for your word puzzles.
Yeah, yeah. I'll leave
That's
this
for
here.
you to visit. Here, I'll take him. Like this, look. I'm gonna put him. He's gonna be guarding the other guys.
Like
See
that?
that?
Them too, yeah.
Perfect.
You ever hear that one?
Which one?
That
I
one
can't get enough. Oh, does he make noise?
This one, yeah.
This little one?
No, not that one, no.
This one.
That don't do it. That one.
Just punch me.
You could leave it there. Leave it there.
I'll leave it there?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Alright, I'll just do this, I'll just show you. It was there like that, over there some, and then it went like this.
Look at that.
Man, I got older, losing my hair. Oh, it stopped.
Many years from now.
I don't know why it stopped. That was always doing it. I don't know why it ain't
Maybe the
doing it.
batteries need to be changed.
I don't know why it stopped now. It was doing it every day, every time. A lot of people would come in here too, and then they would do that.
My batteries wear down sometimes too.
I don't know why it stopped. It always did it every day.
It's all right.
Years from now, Valentine.
Your other brothers in the area?
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Who would ask for more? Will you still see me? Will you still see me when I'm 64?
Look at you. Jeez. You're talented. I never knew you were that talented.
Post hard down your line, 19 points of view. Exactly what you mean to say. You're too still, he's waking away.
Look at you.
Mine all ask for more. Will you still need me?
It's amazing how attached my father has become to this singing bear. After his diagnosis, it was shortly after that he became very intrigued with this bear. This bear is now a companion of his. I'm not going to say he he understands that it's not alive, but there's some aspect to the bear that has him feeling like there's someone present with him. And this is part of his script. This is an act of his that he's been doing for a number of years, and it still stands strong today. So you'll see plenty of the bear and him together singing in this series.
See, that's the one there, but it's right here almost. It's fairly close now with that, but it is 82, but it's 65 right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. It's good to see you. You look great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You look good.
You know who I am?
I know very much who you are.
I know you said that before.
You're my friend Ken.
Yeah, I'm Kenneth Keene.
Yeah.
And you got that. You got that other name too. ToughKenaMan.
You remember you
that.
used to come in every day and you'd say, "You're rich. You're a rich man."
Yeah.
And then you would tell me about ToughKenaMan.
Yep.
And you would tell me about your son.
Yeah.
And your pretty wife.
Mm-hmm.
Every day.
Yep.
And I had the pleasure of seeing you every day.
Yep.
I missed you. Your son said I could come see you.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's why I came.
What'd you do? Did you go over there to see? Or?
We kind of caught up somehow, and I said, "Boy, I'd love to see your dad." So here I am.
Oh yeah.
And you look great. You haven't changed.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Well, not as good as you, but I'll be okay.
It was always my joke with a lot of stuff now. I'm going to kiss my handsome dad and my beautiful
That's right.
son.
That's what you would say.
That was my joke. I said, but I'm not going to kiss anybody.
You would say that in the restaurant. You would always say, "Yeah, I want you to meet my handsome dad," meaning me.
Yeah, I just said that all the time.
And you would tell my wife, "Yeah, and here's my wife."
Yeah.
You were funny.
I'm not going to kiss anybody. I just said
Yeah.
that. There was a guy that was laying there, and they brought that guy in and that lady, and I said, oh, that's good to see. I'm going to kiss my beautiful wife and my handsome dad. I said that, and I was just joking. And then I just said, I'm not going to kiss you. You're not mine, but you're beautiful and you're handsome. That's what
There
I
you
said.
go.
That's what I said.
You haven't changed. You have the same material.
Yeah, I was just being funny saying that, and then I just said that. You're not
That's
mine.
good being funny.
Yeah, you're not mine, but you're beautiful and you're handsome. That's what I said to him.
There you go.
I said that to some other ones a lot of times too over there. I was going to kiss my handsome dads. I said that to a lot of guys.
There you go.
That was a long, long time ago. I said that. And I went like that. I'm going to kiss my handsome dad. And I just said, I'm not going to do that. You're not mine, but you're handsome. And they were laughing. That's all he said.
You have your handsome son here?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's filming you. He's keeping an eye on you.
Everybody has the same kind of stuff. You got it. He got every guy, every lady, every guy got this stuff.
What's that?
These here.
Nose?
Yep, them things. Everybody's got that. That's everybody.
That's a good thing.
Yep, that's every guy,
That's a sniffer.
lady. Yep. It's everybody. It's all the time. Everybody got that same thing. Yeah.
I enjoyed your singing. Boy, I didn't realize you were so gifted.
Yeah.
You can sing.
Yeah.
We might have to make a spot for you on,
Sing.
What's that big show?
Up and
America's
away.
Got Talent?
America's Got Talent. There you go. You still have an opportunity.
You heard that? Up and away. I'm gonna cry. You'll be lucky. You'll be happy if I die.
Hey.
In 1967, the Fifth Dimension released a song, Up, Up, and Away. And that's where he got that from. He took that melody from that song, and he adds his own words to it. So this is another act of his. It's a part of his script. He's been doing this for a number of years. And again, it's staying strong.
You're a nut.
Did you see that? You never saw that before. You did?
What is that?
I was joking with that a lot of times over there. I was saying, if I die, I was just going down. But I didn't fall. I didn't just joking. And at least a lot of times they saw that and then they wondered. I did it a lot of times and then they were laughing.
You're funny.
Just being funny, that's all.
We decided to leave his room and go to the opposite end of the unit that he stays in. I wanted to share with Rich another act of his that's a part of his script that he does on a daily basis.
And I was surprised at doing that, but I always look here. And then sometimes when people get in here, they get their car and they stop, and then they start walking over here. They're right there, and I do. Right there, they come and I go. And then over there, and they're waving, smiling, and looking. And then they go over here, and I do that over here too.
There you go.
I do that a lot of times. And
That's
they're
right.
always looking, they're looking, smiling, and waving, and walking.
That's right. You're a celebrity.
Yeah, that was a lot of time. I was always smiling too and waving. And they
A
were
smile opens a lot of doors.
Yeah, that was all funny.
You're a good smiler.
That was always funny doing it because every time I did that, everybody did. They always looked at smile and waving, smiling and waving.
Keep smiling.
Yep.
It's good for you.
Yep.
It's contagious.
Yeah, it was all funny though.